Hey everyone, welcome to a new episode, Game Informer Live, a live stream, starring a dancing Kyle Hilliard and myself, Marcus Stewart. And are you doing Captain Boomerang's dance? Is that what that was?
I was trying to do his dance, and I was making my chair was making all kinds of crazy noises.
Chair's like, please stop, sir. Yeah, as you can see, oh, sorry, I'm trying to get distracted by your emotes. We're playing.
I have a unicorn.
You and I are playing Suicide Squad: Kill the Justice League. Together, co-op. I'm Harley Quinn. We're looking at my capture. This is my game we're looking at, but you see that? That's Kyle Hilliard as Captain Boomerang, and then the other two are just bots. They're just here. And yeah, you know, the game comes out tomorrow, though it is out for super special edition people, whatever they call it. Depending on which region of the world you live in, you can play it now. And yeah, we're going to be playing it for about an hour, maybe a little bit more. We'll see. You know, if you're wondering who I am, I'm in the game's second chapter. You know, I don't know if we'll do any story stuff. It's interesting because I'm further in the game than you are, Kyle.
Yes.
So it's like, I'm not like way farther, but I am like, I have significantly more than you in terms of like systems that have unlocked and like stores and just mechanics. It seems like I am done with, or at least probably mostly done with like tutorial time. And now it's like, hey, you know, go, you have more things now. And right now I have the option of, you can see the map, I can either go fight Green Lantern, who you run into a few times earlier. They have given me the option to go face him in a fight. Or I can go to LexCorp and those are both 2 story missions. I guess you can do them out of order, but I have Riddler trophies now. Riddler has made his presence known. You can kind of see them all over the map. I've got Penguin making us weapons. I've got the Hall of Justice, which you return to a lot as your HQ. It seems more or less set up. I have skill points. I've got special moves. I've got stuff, you know.
And I don't have a lot of those things. I have played about, like 2 hours. I was playing a little this morning. During our morning meeting, actually, I was playing, and I realized I was unmuted, and I was like, oh, you guys can probably hear my like PlayStation controller making all kinds of noise. But yeah, I'm still sort of in tutorial mode in my game, so I'm going to be learning things as we roll around with Marcus. And Marcus, have you touched co-op? Like, this is my first co-op.
This is my first too. This is we've never done it, so we're gonna learn together how co-op is. I've only played single player. I will say, looking at the shot, you know, obviously a lot of questions around this game, a little bit of controversy, some belly aching, a lot of things. If you listen to next week's episode of the GI Show, you and I shared our early impressions of this game, and I feel I was probably a little bit more negative, I guess we'll say, than you are early on.
Yeah, I kind of came in a little positive, but with sort of asterisks for sure.
Yeah, and I would say I was also maybe I was negative with asterisks of like, oh, there's things here that look promising, but you know, you just need to see because it's so early. I think so far I'm more positive now, but still critical. But I'm starting to find my groove, and I was thinking about this, like, I might be enjoying it as sort of like, almost in a weird, mindless kind of a way. I'm gonna go fight these guys over here. I don't know if you can keep up with me. Do you see all these guys here? Yeah, don't want them here. Don't like them.
It's funny, I'm playing as Captain Boomerang, and one of the things you can do is shoot people in the legs to get health back. Is that right? To recharge shields and stuff?
Yeah, but you can do that with any character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the thing that's funny about Captain Boomerang in particular is he's kind of a shotgun character, so it's like I kind of just been shooting people in the legs and die. Like, I'm actually out of shields.
So just like tearing their legs up. Yeah, her version of that is that she uses her melee attack. So I mean, it's pretty much whatever melee is, even if there's not always melee. Like Deadshot's melee attack is just like pistols basically, but Harley's is a hammer. And King Shark's got like his hooks or whatever. His hooks in you. But yeah, I actually need some shields because I'm all out.
I guess we should stay together. I just sort of ran off and did my own thing. I blew up one of the turrets.
I was wondering about that, like what's the degree that we can run off and do other things. I can't remember what they said this before, but like, can we like you could go to like the other side of the map if you want to, right? Like we're not like bound together.
I keep try to get this sniper, but he keeps like every time I go to him, he like sits.
Yeah, I know you can see that, but I just did one of my executions. Pretty cool.
Where are you? I want to stick with you.
I'm over. Yeah, I don't know how to. I'm with King Shark on this rooftop. He's kind of laying into someone with his. Oh god, it's a bomb.
Oh, this guy's skull over his head.
I think it means. I'm still figuring it out, but I assume that means that they're like super deadly. But I don't know for sure. Oh, that guy. What's he doing?
We were both we were fighting over Harley Quinn.
It was a bloodbath, guys.
It was a bloodbath, which resulted in me saying, "Oh, it's fine. I'll just switch to Captain Boomerang." Who I'm playing as anyway. I started with Captain Boomerang just because he's the character that I find funniest, most charming. I think you could say. Like he's just an idiot, and I just like how stupid he is.
Yeah, he's an idiot.
But he also, you know, time will tell, I suppose. But I sensed my perception of him was like he was the most interesting in terms of movement. Like he teleports basically, which is weird and tricky. Where everyone else is a little more straightforward in how they move around. It makes a little more sense.
Right. Yeah, his is tricky. Like I've had a chance to play a decent amount with all four just to kind of see like who's the one I want to kind of settle into the most. And then Harley wound up being the answer just because like she's the most nimble, and I tend to gravitate towards like nimble characters in these kind of games or in most games.
Machine guns too, which I like. You know,
though she can use. I figured out that everyone can use any gun because I gave her like King Shark's minigun for a little while until I got other miniguns so that I could give them to the other players. So I wasn't monopolizing the minigun market. But you can use anything, whatever you want. But, you know, your skill tree and your stats from whatever skills you want do sort of, like, help promote a certain style of play. So you kind of want to keep that in mind of, like, oh, do I want to be more of a melee character or more of a gunny, shooty character? Yeah, I don't know where you are, Kyle.
Well, I'm, like, following you. I'm, like,
are you?
Around. Yeah, I'm, like, right here. Stop.
Oh, yeah, there you are. Okay. Yeah, you don't have, like, there's not, like, a shiny. I was like, I see people around me, but you don't stand out super well. Like, in terms of, like, there's no, like, big beacon on you or anything like that.
Oh, you have a beacon on your head.
Do I? Is it because I'm the host of this session, maybe?
I guess so.
They're like, you're the most important person, so
I see you, no problem.
Interesting. Okay. Oh, we got a Riddler challenge here. Oh,
yeah, I have not gotten Riddler trophies yet. I love Riddler trophies in Arkham.
Here you gotta ride. I guess we could do them together. You gotta try to do it within the different time limits. Depending how fast you do it, you get graded. There you go. Yeah, it is fun to hear Riddler's voice. You know, same voice actor it sounds like from the Arkham game. So hearing him again, it's like, ah, there's that idiot.
Yeah, that's what I always loved about him. I like doing the puzzles. Some people don't like Riddler trophies. Like they just find them annoying for whatever reason. But I always I'm like, yeah, no, I want to like solve these puzzles and like I always felt like the reward was worthwhile and fun and weird. Like even in the original Arkham Asylum, which they didn't make a character model for Riddler or anything, you still got to hear him and listen to a narration of the cops like capturing him and stuff and. Yeah, I always like the Riddler stuff, so you know what? I'm happy to see it here. Welcome.
I wonder what you get for finishing them. Maybe get the true ending, like Arkham Knight. Which, by the way, hello everyone in chat. GM and Plaid asking, what's your opinion of the game's traversal? It kind of depends who you play as, I guess, but like, I think it's fun in the sense of how generally forgiving it is. Like, they kind of give you a lot of room to try to stay airborne as much as you can. There's like a cooldown that you kind of have to manage, but it doesn't feel super restrictive.
I feel like it's like the most interesting part of the game, frankly. Like, honestly, for me personally, because it's like everyone moves in interesting ways, and like you go far. Like when you jump, you're leaping in a big way, you know?
Yeah, I don't know if you could see on your screen, but it looked like we were in a neighborhood of another Riddler puzzle, but one of the more traditional ones where it gives you a riddle and you have to identify the environmental cue that's the answer.
Oh, interesting.
Do you see it? It popped up for a second, so it must be moving in and out of its radius. But also, I do like the way Metropolis looks. Like, I think Rocksteady, like, it looks like, look at all this. They're just doing like it looks cool. Like, and you know, that shouldn't be surprising because Gotham looked cool in all the Arkham games, right?
Yeah.
Like, and it only looked cooler with each one. But I think Metropolis, they had a lot more to play with because they can incorporate all of the Justice League in terms of like, because in this world, it's like the Justice League has been like well established. See this Superman statue that I'm grappling to right now. On the ground, there's like all this celebratory stuff with like Justice League cutouts and balloons and stuff. Like
there was Justice Day is when everything went down.
Yeah, Justice Day.
Something. We were doing some kind of celebration.
And even in the Hall of Justice, which is like the main HQ that you go back to throughout the story, like that's where Amanda Waller and Argus are set up right now. Penguin's there, Gizmo's there. They're sort of like your weapons vendors, basically. There's this, in the beginning, there's this cool sequence where you go there and they have all these interactive, like, I don't know if you mess with that, Kyle, but did you do all the interactive Justice League stuff in the Hall of Justice where they have, like, holograms of all the Justice League? And it's basically like a tour thing where you talk to hologram Superman. He's like, welcome to the Hall of Justice. These are my friends. And that thing.
Yeah. No, I did it I quickly because I wanted to hear
Kevin Conroy.
Yeah, I wanted to hear Kevin Conroy, so I was like, yeah.
It's weird because that exhibit and then also another segment later on kind of explain how, like, Arkham Knight, like the events between Arkham Knight and this, like, what was the fate of Batman and why did he join the Justice League and how, like, that is addressed through those.
Oh, cool.
And
okay. I'll have to pay closer attention to this then.
You might have seen it in the segment you did, 'cause we did pass, like, we've already done like a pretty big Batman moment at this point in the game, but there's even a section there that directly addresses or at least references the weird secret ending for Arkham Knight with the weird creature at the end of that, you know?
Right. Okay. I'll have to go look that up.
And
Spoiler.
And the other thing too is like the Arkham games, there's audio logs that you can listen to. I can actually show in the menu. Like you have a codex, so there's a bunch of audio logs with the characters, very much like Batman, which I've enjoyed listening to those because I really like doing that in the Arkham games. Like, oh, here's how Amanda Waller recruited each of the Suicide Squad members. Here's how, like, here's some other audio logs with the Justice League, like before they got turned. Like there's a conversation between Batman and Superman that's kind of funny.
Cool.
And like things like that. Like, oh, Flash and Green Lantern have like an audio log. What are they talking about? You know.
Wait, no.
And you actually do hear Batman a lot in this game. Like, you haven't unlocked it yet, but eventually you get the ability to hear the enemy communications on your radio.
Yeah.
And Batman is very chatty on that. Like, evil Batman kind of doesn't know how to shut up. He's, like, constantly threatening you. Or he's, like, threatening Lois Lane, who Lois Lane is one of the few survivors. Like, you see her a lot in the environment. I'm gonna shoot that helicopter there.
Yeah, I'm gonna help you out.
Yeah, I'm trying to reach it. Deadshot.
It was like a sniper, like what felt like a mile away, so I wanted to go after them, but have that weird.
The counter. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just like just a little bit. I see what they're going for with that. It's like just mixing it up so you're not just like firing the same type of bullet all the time, you know?
Right. I wish that the annoying thing though is that when you shoot either an airborne enemy or even a faraway enemy, sometimes their rewards just kind of fall really far away, so you have to kind of go get them. You're like, oh, all the stuff that they dropped is like way down the street because I shot them out the air. Like they're not like attracted to you like magnets or anything like that.
Well, that was embarrassing.
How do they work? They're attracted to metal, I think. Or metal is attracted to them. I guess what is the actual correct thing? Metals.
I don't know. I just always think about that from that ICP song, you know? Magnets, how do they work?
No, I don't.
We all laughed at it because we're like, what an absurd, stupid thing to put in a song. But I was like, I don't know the answer to that question. You don't remember that song?
I've never listened to ICP.
Well, that was it wasn't like I was a fan of ICP. I'm saying it was just like this cultural moment that we all had. Chat knows what I'm talking about.
Legit, the most I know about ICP is that they're really into wrestling and hosted wrestling shows and also appeared on WCW back in the day. I don't know if you knew that about them. But yeah, they've hosted their own wrestling. Like, they had their own wrestling league. So yeah, that's about all I know. Oh god, this big guy. He's a problem.
Oh, I got a request revive. That's how much I got my butt kicked.
Oh, where are you? Oh, okay, there you are. Oh, come on.
Oh, down.
Come on, Captain Boomerang. How long is this gonna take? Alright, first revive ever.
Congratulations. You get a trophy for that?
I did not. Did he? Hey, yeah, that's a good question. Oh, I just hit a guy. Hit a dude in the nuts, though. So you hear Batman talking now?
Oh, well, my audio's so.
Yeah, he referenced I did my special move, then Batman chimed in saying, "I know where Harleen learned that trick." Yeah, Batman's kind of a dick in this game. It's weird hearing him as like this diabolical figure.
I mean, in the real world, I mean, he is kind of a dick.
I mean, yeah, but
If you were to
like,
take that character at face value, it's not someone you'd want to like hang out with.
but you know, it's also weird. It's like Batman in this game is bizarre in like completely opposite ways, where he's a villain because he's been brainwashed by Brainiac, so he's saying all of these awful things and it's just a villain, right? But then when you learn about Justice League Batman, like Batman post Arkham Knight, who has now joined the Justice League, and you listen to those audio logs with him, and he's talking about the value of teamwork and stuff, that's also very weird. Of like, this is the Batman we played through the Arkham games, and now he's like fully embraced being on a team. But also everybody knows his identity because of what happened in Arkham Knight. So it's just like, it's like two different weird flavors of Arkham Batman in this game.
Oh, sure, yeah. What is this thing?
What are you looking at?
I don't know. It's
see.
like a...
Oh, yeah, those things, yeah. You gotta kill those guys. I'm coming up to you. Yeah, you gotta kill those guys around them, and then the thing opens up. So there's like random things that you, like, turrets and things like that. We can actually...
I'm a real big fan
Oh, you got
of
it.
Solo.
Yeah, you just gotta kill everyone around it, and then the shield drops, and you just, you know, shoot it, finish it off. But yeah, we can actually... We do have missions we can do.
Yeah.
Do we want to do a... Do you want to... We could go fight Green Lantern. Do you want... We can
Yeah,
also...
let's do it, man.
Let's... Alright, we're gonna... So spoilers, obviously, if you're watching. We're gonna go fight Green Lantern.
Aw,
So I just
little
selected that as a
peasant.
mission.
He's probably tired himself right out
What's
out there,
interesting
but
is that there's like a
come on,
competition
let's do it.
aspect to this game where if playing single player, depending on which Suicide Squad member you play, like at the end of most missions you get like stats like basically graded more or less, and then it'll be like, oh, Harley Quinn was the best, you know, she did the best on this mission, so now she gets to choose which mission you do next. Like she's the temporary squad leader, like Rick Flag will show. Oh god, I'm getting shot up by all the Green Lantern stuff. All right, here. Oh my god, are we just fighting him? I just like.
No, was there no cutscene or anything?
I mean, not. No, there wasn't. I guess he's just. I saw him there. I was like, is that him in his chair? And it's like, oh yeah, that is.
Let's just get the hell out of here.
Yeah, so like, do I...
Oh my god, I'm. Oh yeah, it's just like I thought there'd be a whole preamble. There have been multiple cutscenes with Green Lantern where he shows up, but this is the first time you're allowed to confront him, and they kind of treat it as like, hey, make sure you're ready, you know, before you go after him. But yeah, I don't. Maybe shoot. I think you gotta shoot the constructs. Like shoot his guns. Where are you?
I'm right where the guns are shooting. Yeah, didn't seem like I was doing any damage to the guns.
I thought it did
When I was
some
shooting
damage
it.
when I shot it, but I ran out of ammo before I could really concentrate fire on it. Cause it highlights it as okay. I'm down. Yeah.
Captain Boomerang away.
Yes, hello, Oscar.
Oh, let's get you right
Thank you. Yeah, I don't know. Oh man. Yeah, I didn't expect it to just go straight into like fight mode.
there. Yeah, I'm like getting out of here, man. I don't know what to do.
I kind of want to get close to him, but man, he is. Those
I
guns
also-
are omnipresent there.
Like I'm not doing damage to the. Oh,
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's doing damage, which I guess would make sense to a degree. But, I mean, you can break Green Lantern I mean, Superman breaks through his constructs on a regular basis, so, but
that's true.
we're also not Superman. Oh, you're down.
God, down. With 5 seconds to go.
Can the AI heal you? Are they not interested? So I saw someone was right by you.
I'm just respawning.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, by the way, yeah, for those in the chat, I know Oscar was asking. Yeah, we will absolutely be watching the
PlayStation.
Sony Direct. We'll be covering it. I don't know if we're gonna be streaming like a reaction stream. It
Yeah.
usually depends on
If we do, it won't be us. It'll be Alex.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, maybe we don't fight Gorilla. Maybe we go to LexCorp, which is the other story mission we can do. maybe that's the trick. So let me, while you hold off the people that are shooting at us, man, I'm gonna select that as
I
the.
changed my. Oh, I forgot. that
I just want to say, I think
All
we're gonna
right,
make
so
this
let's head
very
towards
quick.
the objective marker there to LexCorp. Oh man, now I'm so curious about what you're supposed to do there. Oh god, with a Green Lantern.
Sniper.
Hey, let's see.
I totally forgot I had another weapon. That was it's like more of a sniper. Alright, I'm following. I'm heading towards the.
Okay, wait, hold on. There's
weird
like an audio,
rip in the
basically an
universe.
audio log. Have you seen these yet? But they're like
I
weird
gotta
psychic
touch this.
riffs that are like memories of the day that Brainiac invaded.
Yeah, it is interesting how the game really just drops you in. It's like you're on like week 2 of Brainiac.
Though it sounds like it's more, because I could have sworn I heard Lois Lane said that it's been going on for weeks.
Okay, well, either way, I'm just the opening cutscene of the game is not like Brainiac arrives.
Yeah, you don't see the
Brainiac
arrival.
has been here, you know, is where the game starts, which is an interesting idea.
Yeah, like you're kind of learning backwards what happened.
Yeah.
I mean, the game
Cool,
even
I like that.
the game even starts at in media res, and return to the mission area. Okay.
Hey, you
What,
ain't
am I out of it?
banging, Droney?
Oh boy.
I just died because I guess I left the mission area, and oh my god, my head exploded.
Your head exploded?
Yeah, I left the mission area that I didn't know was a thing.
because you have a bomb in your neck.
Well, and that too, I didn't.
Are always like I forgot
Like,
that's a legitimate threat that exists in the game.
You can't see it, Kyle, but everyone else saw that literally Harley's head exploded and her headless body just was on the ground with blood pouring out of it. It was
Oh my
pretty
God,
gruesome.
That's where that M rating comes from. I guess.
Yeah, okay. Wait, hold on, let me do my... I thought I had an Arab thing. J-Herb asking, how are you guys feeling about the game right now? Kyle, right now, how are you feeling about the game?
Okay, you know, like there are. I want to keep going. The thing that I'm most interested in is like the world and the story.
Yes.
And I have chuckled a couple of times at some bits from the crew. There's a couple of jokes that have worked for me. So that's you know that's good. That's a positive. You know.
I think you have limited revives because my thing says last revive. Are you down too?
I'm down too. Yeah, I have 2 revives remaining.
Can the crew not? Where's King Shark and Deadshot?
At this exact moment, I'm a little like, oh yeah, King Shark brought me back. Okay.
Can he help me too? Can I get some of that, or can you make it?
I feel like I'm like.
Oh wait, here he comes. Okay, here comes King Shark. Okay, he got me up.
I might switch characters because I'm kind of struggling with Captain right now.
Who you gonna switch to?
You know, maybe I don't know.
You can
it's either King Shark or Deadshot.
You know how to switch? Because I don't know if you want.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know if I can do it. Can you do it like mid mission?
Not mid mission, but you can. I think once we get out of this firefight, you should be able to switch.
Yeah, I'm not moving enough. Is another thing. This is very much. This isn't a find cover shooter. You know what I mean? This is
This is very much in a crackdown kind of vein of like,
yeah.
you're jumping around, flying, and it's just kind of basically chaos, more or less.
Honestly, I prefer that. I'm more, you know, I like that more than, like I'm not a big Gears of War guy, you know, as a point of reference.
Right. Are you trying to take down a
I'd rather.
helicopter?
I'm trying to. There's a sniper all the way up there that I'm trying to get.
Oh, okay, I see him. I do not have to give the weapons to deal with that, so that's everyone else but me that can do that.
I have a decent sniper. Here we go. That was the thing I forgot. I was like, oh yeah, I should change weapons. So that I don't know what happened to using the shotgun. Captain Boomerang's like a sniper shotgun kind of character, you know, close range, long range,
Right.
and not much in between.
Though, like I said, you can't equip any weapon to anyone, but, you know, so you kind of get around that, but then their skills and stats kind of encourage a certain... Oh, wait, there's a Riddler trophy here. I'm sorry. I see a Riddler trophy, I get excited. I gotta get that. There we go.
Is it you just pick some of them?
Oh, wait, I didn't get it. Wait, how do I'm gonna try to shimmy my way up there.
Captain Boomerang's melee is also very strange because it's his
There we
boomerang.
go.
It's like a long-range melee, which is odd.
But same with Deadshot, like his melee is like pistols, like he basically does like a breakdancing pistol shot for his melee.
Alright.
Also, these guys are messing me up here. J-Herb saying, seems like a decent podcast game. Honestly, I'm still thinking about this as I'm forming my opinions the further I play into it, because I am enjoying it for like the same reasons of Kyle, of like the story stuff. Like, I think the performances are really good so far, and there's been some things introduced with the story where it's like, okay, I really want to see where this goes, because there's some...
Yeah.
Like, the story itself is... It's got its hooks in me. And I... You know what you say, Kyle?
Go ahead. Please. No, you continue.
Well, I was gonna say, and the gameplay itself is like, it's not like it's bad. It's not like awful or anything like that. There's a somewhat mindlessness to it that is reminding me where like, I beat Crackdown 3, which I don't think is a good video game at all, but like it clicked with me as a junk food game.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, like it was just like you run around and shoot stuff and take down towers, and it was just so mindless and dumb. And it just worked well enough to where, like, even I was questioning, like, why am I still playing this? Like, I can clearly see everything wrong with this game, but I don't know. And I'm having sort of the same thing. But this game, I will say, it's not like, it is a more enjoyable game objectively than Crackdown 3 was. And, you know, obviously it's still early, like, things are still being introduced. But it's giving me, like, similar vibes, I guess. You know what I mean?
I don't care who you are or how you got here. I'm on the 50th floor and I need
Is this Lex?
Please.
No, this is Dr. Happerson.
Heard the man. Let's get up here.
Whoever, you know, don't know who that is, but any hardcore DC fans can point out Dr. Happerson. Like, I like DC, but I'm more of a Marvel guy, admittedly. What do you got rings around? Is that an emote?
I don't know.
Do you have like weird rings around you?
I went into the menu to spend a talent point.
Oh, that's probably what it
maybe
was.
that's,
That's just what it looks
a-
like.
That's kind of cool that it lets you know that it's like, oh, your partner's.
Yeah, so I'm in even because I have a skill point to spend.
Yeah, so when I look at you, I see like little
Rings?
Looks like Psychonauts animations. Is the best way to describe it. I don't know how else to describe it. Like, you know the figments that you would pick up in Psychonauts?
Right.
You got a bunch of those floating around your head as you're sort of thinking, I guess.
Let's see. I'm trying to pick my increased damage reduction on airborne using the bat drone. Actually, I do shoot while airborne a lot, so that makes sense. I'm gonna go with that.
So I switched. I was able to switch to Deadshot. So I'm gonna play as him for a little while.
Okay. I think I got some new weapons. I'm gonna switch bats. Or maybe I won't. I kind of like... Actually, no, I think I will use this one. So what do you think of the loot stuff? Because the loot gets really granular, as you can see here in the menu. Like, there's a lot of stats and numbers to consider, which admittedly, it depends on the game, but there's a part of me that is also kind of over all that stuff, where it's like, just give me the gun that's just better. I'm too lazy to manage all this stuff.
I'm not a loot guy. I think we've talked about this before. Diablo doesn't do anything for me. You know, like, I just don't like thinking about that stuff. Like
the math of like, okay, so do I want this much percentage here? And wait, are we? Oh, this is good.
Guys. I'm up top.
Oh, you left. Okay, because it just kicked me out the menu, being like, "Hey, go to the mission." And I think it's because my head's gonna explode now because you left. Wait, are you inside?
No, I'm like, there's a.
Okay.
Like
oh god.
Okay,
there we go. Okay.
What? There we go.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't realize you left because I was still in the menu.
Sorry, I don't know how this game.
Trying to get me blown up. All right. Now what are we doing? Are we still just? Oh, okay. Yeah, we're inside.
It worked. Sheesh, what a mess.
So for story context, Kyle, because I didn't even reach this point.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get this far yet.
We're at LexCorp trying to see if we can find a way to get the bombs out of our heads. Like, we're kind of doing this behind Amanda's back.
Get me out. I'll open the doors.
I know, she's been nothing but kind to us.
Oh, thank God. Wait, which superheroes did you say you were again? Okay.
Why we're being mean to this poor guy?
These supervillains being mean?
It's everyone's problem.
See, like, this is the stuff I love most about the game. Is like when Rocksteady can just be Rocksteady in the way that, like, yeah, just give me a cool, very beautiful cutscene showing off, like, again, the story stuff and the characters.
On you, man.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, hopefully with the loot, there's like I can press a, just give me the best stuff, get rid of my old stuff. Like, you know, if they can streamline that. But I haven't even gotten that far yet. I haven't even gotten into like loot stuff yet.
Right.
This technology is one of a kind. Reversing a nanite craft to the brain
This ain't
system.
show and tell. Just do it.
Yeah. You know what's also funny about this game? I don't know how much you've seen of this, Kyle, but like Deadshot's character, like there's like 2 recurring jokes with him. Where one, people keep either confusing him for Deathstroke or saying that Deathstroke is better than him, and he gets really mad about that. Oh God.
I did catch that earlier. I thought that was very funny. Amanda.
Oh, look how fast we got caught. It took like 0 seconds to get found out.
Oh, he's not dead. I thought she just straight up killed him. Okay.
Give me access to
mean, Amanda's
files now.
Pretty ruthless.
Pretty
and I
hardcore,
might not
yeah.
shoot your other leg.
I'm afraid I can't allow that.
Hey, Lex.
Director Waller.
First time we've seen him.
Person. I don't suppose you brought a warrant.
Oh, is he in his weird Lex robot suit
My
thing?
secrets
Yeah,
are
it looks
my
like it.
own.
I've seen that a couple times.
You listen to
Thank
me.
you for your service, Happerson. You're
It's like his Superman Buster armor.
Right.
That's what called.
Years I worked for you, Lex.
Oh no, deleting the files.
That's messed up, man.
It actually is kind of messed up. Yeah. Oh, whoa, what's that? Oh!
Oh, he had one.
Oh! Holy crap.
So that's what it looked like for her earlier?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
It's not so fun when it's right in your face, is it, Waller?
Hack, stop this.
Already on it. I'll say what
Do you, like, want to wipe your mouth first? Probably got brain bits in there.
Death Force X. I'm not gonna say you betrayed my trust, because you never had it. I counted on you going rogue to get us inside LexCorp.
All humans do.
I don't understand how she got in Metropolis, because in the beginning of the game, she's in
Father would never.
I'm
Gotham.
your daddy now,
And
son.
then you guys take a train, but then she just
That
kind of
goes
shows
for
up
all
at some
of
point.
I think the answer is that she's Amanda Waller.
Oh, okay. That sounds right.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's kind of,
honestly,
that's basically her
I'll accept
character in
that.
DC, is that she has weird access to things that you're like, man, she's pretty powerful. I mean, she, like, knew Batman's identity, and you're like, how did she figure that out? And stuff. And she's like, she just...
Actress that actress with Deborah or something?
In the game, yeah, Deborah Wilson.
Deborah Wilson, yeah, she's like, we could do a top 5 Deborah Wilsons. Like, you know, like she's in this, she's in Star Wars. She played a major character in one of the Call of Duties in the last couple of years. Like,
She is really going to town on that chair.
I hate chairs.
Now you
But I'll
better
always
get
remember
back into
Deborah
your
Wilson
head
from
if you
Mad
want
TV.
to.
It's so funny to see her these days become such a prominent video game performance actor, you know?
So it's kind of the humor of this game, which the game has a very pronounced sense of humor.
Yeah.
In a I don't want to say it totally in a James Gunn way, but also in a totally James Gunn way.
Who's ahead of us?
I'd rather be
got
James
nothing
Gunn
on
than the other Suicide
What are you
Squad
going to
director.
That's a good point. This is definitely more in the James Gunn camp than whoever did the first Suicide Squad movie.
Who was that? Let's see, David something, right?
David
David
Attenborough.
Ayer.
Oh, there.
David.
David Attenborough.
The Suicide Squad. Seen here in their normal environment. That's me trying to do an Attenborough.
This is Poison Ivy stuff.
I got a real strong hunch she ain't pushing up daisies no more.
Oh, is
Remember-
Ivy's not dead
Remember her
anymore?
fate. Yeah, do you remember her fate from Night? I don't.
Oh, because remember, she basically sacrificed herself to get rid of Scarecrow's fear toxin towards the end of Night.
Yeah.
And they actually recap that in this game, because you can find, in the Hall of Justice, there's a lot of little Easter eggs where they have a wall with like different artifacts from different heroes and villains, and they have Ivy's like a flower, and they have a thing saying like, oh yeah, she was a villain, but she died a hero because she saved Gotham when Scarecrow was doing all kinds of messed up stuff.
And I do remember Harley specifically being like, I think she said, I miss you, Red.
Yeah.
Put a red, right?
So you get these, like, basically like reward screens after the end of every mission. Like, I just got a new, like, I think it was an SMG and a new minigun. I don't know what you got.
I don't know, some kind of gun. I can't emphasize enough how little I care about just like loot and new. I don't care.
Some kind of gun. It definitely it's one of those shooty uppy things.
I know. I'm not a looter shooter guy.
I mean, fair.
Destiny's like not my thing, and like it's I get bummed that like so many developers are like, we want our own Destiny. I'm like, well, can't you guys do like the thing that you are good at doing, making story driven third person combat games,
Wait, why didn't
Instead of all our Argus moves.
So we're looking for okay, I think the we talked a bit, but I think the implication here is that Poison Ivy is alive somewhere.
That's cool.
And we need to find her. You can go talk to the soldiers and stuff. We found her. It's like, hey, is she? She's like in the corner over there. What is this? There's like an exclamation point on this machine beckoning me towards it. Oh, it's like a Lex Luthor audio file.
Okay. So is this like a new hangout spot? A third space, as we call them, Marcus?
I guess we didn't have to pay to get in here.
Oh, what is this thing over here? Is this like, this has to be some kind of reference. It's like a Thor Corp mug on a pile of sand.
Oh,
Exists in
okay,
DC, doesn't
yeah.
he? Right?
Oh, God, I want to say no. Other like pantheons exist, but I don't know about Thor. But that's got to be just a cheeky reference to Marvel, right?
No, I don't know. Maybe.
I mean, Suicide Squad would do that.
I know. There's Maxie's.
Yeah, you see that Thor? Yeah, like there's Greek. We know the Greek pantheon exists because Wonder Woman. Well,
right? Yeah.
Yeah. What wasn't Maxie Zeus? He's like a normal dude that just is obsessed with Zeus. He's not like an he's not actual Zeus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thor, aka Harry Meek, is a Silver Age enemy of Batman and Robin who is seemingly possessed by the God of Thunder from Norse myth.
So technically not actual Thor, but...
So this could be, rather than a Marvel snipe. Because honestly, I don't see them doing a lot
I
of
think
that.
it's a Marvel snipe, personally.
Okay.
I don't think it's meant to be like a snipe. I think it's just a funny nod.
Hey, and it's fun,
Yeah.
Before we end up like
Track down Poison Ivy and you earn a stake.
Fine work, comrades. We
Good
are
job,
defeated
everyone.
With no real
Good.
plan.
Oh, hello.
Oh, hello.
Hack. You haven't met Hack yet, have you?
I have, yeah.
Okay.
I loved her in Across the Spider-Verse.
Kind of, yeah, actually. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, she got his.
Prevailing her
Yeah, Hack is, she's pretty much in charge of, you saw her earlier, for, like, your skill point stuff and whatever. But, I mean, she's, like, a bigger character other than that,
Yeah, I know I'm being dismissive of saying, you're like from Spider-Man, but it's like, they were working on this game well before Spider-Man came out.
It's Ivy those league chumps should be worried about.
And actually, Hack also was in charge of side missions, because there's, like, contracts you can collect that actually I have some... Because they reset daily. Like, they're basically, like, daily contracts where it's stuff like, hey, kill this many enemies, and I actually have one that I can turn in. That I just did. The only other thing I don't like, and this is, like, the biggest, like... live service like trope, is that there's like 19 different currencies and upgrade materials that you get, and like I'm still trying to parse like what everything means. So you see there, I mean, you can't see it out, but like everyone else watching, like There's like the green. I don't even know what they're called. It's actually there's the green one, the blue one, the purple one, and the yellow one. And then there's your general money. I'm gonna pick up some of these contracts. Kill 30 enemies with traversal attacks. I'll take that one.
So these are like I'm going to complete these. Is what you're doing right now. Right?
Yeah, and the game tells you like, hey, if you quit the game before you do it, you might lose it because it's since it resets daily. So they're like, hey, maybe do it first. Let's see. Hit 3 enemies. Actually, I'll take that because it's part of the same thing. So yeah, I got some contracts. So yeah, we got an Ivy tracker. So we gotta basically move around until we can basically stay in the green and try to reduce the number.
I mean, moving in a direction and watching the number get smaller is one of my favorite things to do in video games.
It's pretty good,
all
right?
the time.
Also, I don't know.
I got the sense, I don't know if you did as well, of like, I feel like they want you to stay off the streets. Like they're almost like encouraging it as like a,
It's like almost like in a Spider-Man way a little bit.
yeah, like, or like, yeah, like, mechanically it's like, yeah, we want you to stay on the rooftops. Like that's where it's more fun. And like they do that by implying that there's like a lot of bad guys on the street and stuff.
Right. Which is weird because like there's a lot of stuff street level that is like cool to look at in terms of detail that it's kind of like I don't mind walking around the streets because you're like, oh, I would have missed this weird little reference otherwise, you know what I mean?
I might have been misinterpreting that too. Maybe that's not really what they were going for, but I just felt like there was one point where they were like, you gotta stay off the street, squad. I'm like, oh, okay, I will.
Is that what Amanda told you?
Yeah.
It's like, I'll blow your heads up if you touch that street.
Oh, Jesus, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's like I said, I really like I love the world. Like everything just looks cool. Look at that thing, and look at Brainiac's weird ship. And the tentacles will move every now and then. It's got actually, it's funny. The tentacles in the ship kind of reminds me of those what were those the giant machines in Horizon, the ones that are like basically shut off with the big tentacles that you see embedded in like mountains and stuff. I forgot what they were called.
Yeah, I forgot what they're called. Yeah.
Yeah, but they're like the super duper killing machines.
Yeah, that like it's not like a boss you fight around.
Yeah, it kind of gives me that vibe because the way you see Brainiac's things kind of snake over Metropolis. Okay, we're pretty close.
Well, you're pretty close. I got distracted and fell behind, and now I'm out of ammo. Things are going real well.
Are you fighting people?
No, I'm now just sprinting after you.
Okay, or 100%? Where is she? Okay, oh, she's above?
Right, here we go.
Maybe below?
Oh, we want the number to go up.
Yeah, I figured that out after a while. Like, okay, here we go. That looks like somewhere Ivy would be. If I was Poison Ivy, this is where I would hang out.
Here she is. Thought she'd be taller.
Are you serious right now? Poison Ivy is
See, like that's what I'm saying. Like Captain Boomerang actually makes me laugh because he's like, I thought she'd be taller, which is a stupid joke. But was it Deathstroke? Now I'm getting them.
Deadshot. See,
Deadshot?
see, he get really mad.
Yeah.
For that.
Even he's like, shut up. Are you serious, Captain Boomerang? Like, what a stupid thing to say. So like, it works for me.
You know, the other thing with Deadshot is that they address the fact that the Deadshot that appeared in the Arkham games is white.
Oh, really? Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, like because you find there's like an early sequence early on where you go through the Batman exhibit and you see his rogues gallery and they show like Deadshot and like the other like Harley or someone will be like, oh my god, is she a kid?
Or her child? This
She is not made of meat.
She's not made of meat.
Is this what you call a
I was like, maybe she was born again and
I
she's
don't know you, but
no, it's her.
It's Poison Ivy. That's what the subtitles say.
pheromones remember you.
Yeah, I guess she was like basically born again.
Strange emotion.
Interesting. That's kind of interesting.
Tell me about it. Wasn't expecting you to come in fun size. You really don't know me? Harley and Ivy forever?
Were they romantic in the
Intense
Arkham
story
games? I don't
burning
remember.
letters?
Just
Not
good friends.
romantic, but it's always been like lightly implied in like the comics and stuff. You know,
Yeah. Well, I know there's some
in the Harley Quinn
in
show
the
too,
game.
right?
Lex
in the
Luthor
Arkham games. I
really
couldn't
did a
remember if they were
number
just
on you,
friends
huh,
or if they
Red?
were romantic.
You dressed you up
you know
in
what I mean?
that outfit too? No. I took it. When I broke out. He shut me in a room in his tower. If I worked on the things he
I like
wanted,
her. You see her
I got
design.
a
Her hair
whole
is like
hour of
leaves. That's
sunlight
cool.
every day.
I guess the idea, because like the thing with Ivy is that
Making them more
over the
effective
years
against the alien
she became more and more plant-like,
invaders.
right?
You know, they're very susceptible
Where
to
she,
plant toxins.
like, even in this game, they have an audio log with her where they're like, yeah, at a certain point, she became more plant than person.
We know.
And this is
Oh,
kind of
yeah,
like
okay.
the final version of that, right? It almost seems like she's 100% plant, more or less, now.
It's
Yeah.
just Ivy.
Like, just like a sentient plant.
Where's Lex now?
I'm pretty sure I like that the sort of
Something spooked him, I guess.
Ivy as a villain
Got
over
in
the
his
years
big
has like
robot
slowly
suit and
turned into
stomped
like
off.
people are like,
Ooh, I know
yeah,
that
you know,
was
Ivy, she's right
pre-murder.
though. Like,
Well, I think
she's
that's what
like
makes her a good villain, is that the best
Yeah.
villains are right to some degree of like, yeah, we are killing the planet. That's bad.
I know. I guess just when I was a kid, I would watch animated series and be like, "Yeah, Poison Ivy's evil. She's the bad guy.
The wrath of
She's
nature.
ruining. She's making everything plants." But now, as an adult, I'm kind of like, "Yeah, maybe we should make everything plants. Maybe that would help us tremendously."
You're gonna go become Poison Ivy. Like, maybe I should
You're next.
inject myself with some like.
Be advised,
Plant
Lex is
juice.
AWOL in a power suit,
I'm just
and
saying,
Ivy's
maybe
an
Batman's
eco-terrorist
right
middle
to just
schooler.
let her go
Dead shot
constantly. Is what I'm getting at. Just like,
Well, I have allergies.
I mean, she's technically like an eco-terrorist, right?
yeah, that's true. That's what's yeah. Who was saying that?
Actually, oh yeah, Changeling just said the same thing.
Yeah.
Which is like a good sort of like some like modern direction for her. Even though I think she's basically had that angle for a while now, but
Yeah.
okay, so oh, we're defending Ivy's plant. Okay.
So we gotta hold up A and B zones. Is that right?
I guess so. I'll go to B.
More
That's,
comment.
I'm into this story now. You know, it's like, okay, Ivy's been reborn as a child. Like, that's cool stuff, man. I wanna. Like,
Yeah, see.
Elbow defense. Shoot.
Oh yeah, each
so completely out of ammo. Oops. Well,
And
this has the active reload of Gears of War. I was talking about Gears of War earlier.
right. Okay, here they come. I was gonna say there's no enemies, but now they're coming. Kill all troopers to save Ivy's plants.
I do also. I like the. I don't have grenades for some reason. Boy, I'm like coming low here. I thought switching to.
Are you fighting? Because nothing's happening over here yet at B.
Oh yeah, I'm fighting. I'm fighting dudes. Why don't you
Okay.
come help us out? Cause I'm low.
I thought they would come at both, so I was kind of watching B, but looks like things are going so well for you as I see.
Yeah, I gotta revive.
I was like, things are falling apart over A. It looks like. Come on, be better.
Thank you. I need more ammo. I need to be better.
I forgot what I was saying before the Ivy thing started was the whole like Deadshot being both a black guy and a white guy. Apparently,
Right, yeah, I was curious about that. Yeah.
so apparently the implication based on Deadshot's response to like I think it was like Harley that was like yeah, well, or like I think Captain Boomerang goes like I thought you were white or something, and they
Okay.
imply that the original like white Deadshot from the Arkham games is like an imposter of some sort. And that this Deadshot is like the real Deadshot because he seems really offended by the existence of the other one of like, oh, he's like killing my reputation or something.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, where there's just, which I mean, that's not weird for comics. Like there's like multiple characters or like, there's like characters that have multiple people that assume that identity. You know what I mean? Like there's
Yeah.
like 18 Robins. So,
Yeah, it keeps killing Robin.
yeah. Well, we only killed one
Remember,
Robin, but then he came
when
back.
did you fight him in Arkham? Like, was it?
I think it was Origins.
Oh, Origins.
Was it Origins? Because they do reference Origins in this game, which is kind of funny since they didn't make that one.
And they never do ever anywhere else.
Yeah, but there is some.
Rocksteady always is like, yeah, I mean that exists, but
Oh, if you I don't know if you saw it, but the flower gave me interacting with it like froze everybody for a second.
okay, is that not
I think it's on a cooldown, because I can't do it again.
I see another icons flashing over here.
Oh, they might be going for Ivy proper.
Yeah, here
Yeah, let me show. Oh, and I swung and
we go.
got.
I do like Deadshot. The only reason I'm kind of like hesitant to like embrace Deadshot and play as him a lot is because he kind of just feels the most straightforward.
Yeah, like he's just a third-person shooter. But I mean,
Yeah.
that is the character basically. He's like he's
Yeah.
he's an amazing marksman. What do you want us to do with him?
But I don't. Right now, where I'm at in the game, where I'm still kind of, I was struggling with Captain Boomerang. He's a little too tricky for me, but I want to learn him. You know,
Right.
it is nice on this stream to just be like, I'll just play as the third-person shooter guy. I'll be all right.
He's the what's the guy from Overwatch that's basically just a third-person shooter guy?
Oh, the dad guy.
Yeah,
right?
I already forgot his Soldier 76, where he's just like,
There you go.
if you're just starting this game, he's the most like easy to get because it's like he's every video game you've ever played.
Yeah, which is handy, you know, when you're starting out. But I would like to, like, I think I'll probably play as Harley a lot just because I like swinging.
I am too, and also I like Harley the most as a character. Like I'm almost treating this like a Harley Quinn video game featuring the Suicide Squad.
I'm alright.
Which you can do that. You don't have to. You can stay as one character or switch. You know, you're free to do whatever one. If you're playing with friends, everybody could be Harley Quinn if you wanted to do that.
Oh really? I thought I had to be.
No, they said earlier on that you can have multiple duplicates of the same character.
I do particularly like Harley without Joker so often, you know, like when she's on her own, I enjoy her a lot, and like so I like her in this. Unless they like, you know, try to undo some big stuff, I don't think Joker's gonna be showing up other than that weird DLC that's like an alternate universe.
Maybe he'll be reborn as a child.
Yeah.
I mean, it's funny because, like, obviously this is set 5 years after the end of Arkham Knight. And there was like a side NPC that you do not have to interact with at all. Like, they're just one of the Argus soldiers that you can talk to at the Hall of Justice. And I talked to them as Harley because their conversations are custom depending on who you talk to. So I was like, there must be a ton of dialogue in this game. But this one random lady's just like, are you still doing the clown thing? Like, you realize Joker's been dead for, like, years at this point. Like, she just seemed really confused that Harley is still keeping the clown motif. Which I was like, that's an interesting point, yeah.
It's also nice that that they are like, yeah, Joker's dead. We're done with him.
Nah, that's exactly what it's like.
At least that's what they say, right?
That's what they say.
Maybe Brainiac uses his technology to bring Joker back because he's like, I really need Joker for my... He's really crucial to my plan for some reason.
It's really crucial for SEO.
He's like, I'm doing really well right now with what I got, but I really gotta have Joker.
I gotta get those hits up, and we gotta get more traffic, and the way to do that is to put Joker in.
Also, she's about to eat us.
What?
Hey, don't do it. What's a ranga?
She's a ranga.
An Australian? Any Aussies in chat? Tell us what a ranga is.
You called someone a Sheila earlier. Sheila, that's like a... Is that like the Australian equivalent of like chick? Is that Oranga? Is that what it is? Get my doodles.
Redhead? Is that what it is?
Let's look it up. Ranger, redhead. All right, see, we're learning. We're learning a new language.
And everyone's beating the crap out of Captain Boomerang. And now he's just face down on the ground.
See, I don't know. Captain Boomerang's really working for me in this game. I don't know why. I just like how
he's pretty
confident
good.
Idiot is just always a good like character archetype for me.
Oh, there's Rick Flag.
Oh, he's in this? Okay. I haven't seen him yet. And what's Rick Flag's deal? I mean, I've seen the two films. He's just a guy. He's nice.
He's basically Amanda's right-hand dude.
Okay.
You know what? I get it. You're tired and cranky. Honestly, these four make me feel the same way.
Captain Boomerang just face down in the foreground.
Let's get you out of here.
Changelini, I don't know for sure, but Boomerang does it bad to most people. There's a great bit where when you meet Penguin for the first time, Boomerang's like, oh, like, we know each other because I've done some jobs for him. Yeah. And he tries to use like, hey, remember me? And like, Penguin's like, I literally have no idea who you are. Like, I do not remember you. Like, just completely shuts him down. It's like, after he had talked up, like, yeah, you know, Penguin's this powerful crime lord, but like, he knows me. You know, he wouldn't forget me. And yeah, Penguin's like, I don't know you.
That always gets me, man. I like that joke.
I won, by the way.
They do one of those in Like a Dragon as well, where a character's like, remember me? And the guy's like, no, I don't remember you at all, you know?
Look at me, by the way, number 1. I did the best in that mission. You got second.
Oh, good. Oh, I did. And what's my flag is just an X?
Well, you can change it. It's in the customization options. like where you can change your outfits and stuff. So I changed it to Harley because you know that's what you do. All right. So yeah, every time you do a mission, you get this basically like a loot drop.
Okay.
I got a grenade. Is that what it is? Oh, it is a grenade. Star Labs grenade.
Oh, also, is it a problem for me to have switched characters? Should I have stuck with one character, you think, and just like worked on leveling them up, or is it kind of spread evenly?
So I've noticed that skill points don't get doled out to the other characters that you aren't using. It doesn't seem like there's XP share, which is kind of disappointing. Just of like, oh, I think I want to play as Deadshot for a bit, but then it's like, oh, all my skill points are in Harley. I don't know. So I don't know if there's something there that I haven't like figured out yet. But as far as I could tell, like I would get skill points for whoever I was, you know, using, but then nobody else. You know?
Yeah. Okay. Well, I probably will stick with one. I might. Yeah, I'll have to decide who I'm going to play as through the story. I hope. I'm glad that I can just jump into your game, and it's like. All it gave me was like, by the way, you might see spoilers.
Oh, did it give you that warning?
Yeah, I would rather have that than be forced to stick on a specific path, you know?
Right. Because it is the way you play this game, they give you options for like, do you want to play a private server? Like if you just want to play single player and keep to yourself, you can do that. Or you can open the server to friends so that people on your friends list can just, because it's drop in, drop out co-op. Or you can open your server publicly so that random people can just choose to drop in and out of your game and, you know, play with you.
But the thing I was going to get at is, like, I hope that I can go back to my single-player game and just pick up where I left off.
Right, you don't want to fast forward to where I am.
Yeah, because I've been hearing, like, you meet Penguin and stuff. That sounds cool. What's the...
Gizmo was another guy.
Gizmo.
Yeah, which is weird because he's like an old man, and I'm so used to the Teen Titans version of him.
Yeah.
Where he is just like the weird little like Tommy Pickles looking guy. Oh, I have an unspent skill points. That's the words I wanted to say. Let's see.
2:30. Okay, I was just trying to keep an eye on when we're not.
So
we do have to be ready to cover that stream, but
we do. Melee hits cause damage. Cause enemies to deal 50% less damage. Oh wait, that's what I already have equipped. I'm on the 3rd tier. Let's see. SMG kills increase the damage of your next melee hit. Yeah. Critical hits with heavy. Okay, I'd probably have to do the. Actually, I'll do the. I am using an SMG right now. Oh, I can collect my contracts, rewards. And then I can get another one. Destroy 2 roof captains, 4 scavengers, 15 enemies while sliding. So, Kyle, Batman's your favorite DC hero, or is he your favorite superhero in general?
He's my favorite superhero in general. I was a Batman kid, and now I'm a Batman adult.
A Batman man.
A Batman man, if you will. But no, yeah, I don't read a ton of comics, but like Batman, I check in quite a bit, and we'll read, you know, the new hotness for Batman, and love all the movies in different ways. And yeah, I like Batman a lot. Batman's my boy.
You know, I kind of want to try Green Lantern again. We
could, yeah.
But I think it gives you the. I'm trying to look at his domain over here, because it's got like it says I don't know if that's like the difficulty rating. Those like red arrows that go up. I don't know if you look at the map, do you see his area in the corner?
How do I? Oh. What cardinal direction? Oh, north.
Like northeast or northwest. Yeah, northwest. It's got his big. You should see his logo. Oh, my head exploded! What?
I think it's because we were standing by the thing. I'm sorry.
Did you leave again? Oh, I just like the screen. I was in the map, and then there was like a split second of head exploding, and then cut to black, and it was very jarring.
Well, we could try. I mean, maybe we finish up the stream and we go give Green Lantern another shot, or are we locked into this mission now?
Are we in a mission now? Oh, I guess people are talking, and I can't move fast.
We are going to hijack the last network terminal Luthor accessed and get that code. Then we'll find him.
Hack stealing Brainiac's Wi-Fi is going to bring trouble. Ready up, squad.
I think you were asking me if Batman like hero. I think I would even say
Let's find Luther.
not necessarily like recent film worlds and stuff like that. I certainly enjoy the Marvel films, but I have always preferred
Right.
just because I like Batman so much.
Were you? I know you watched the anime series. Were you big into the general like DC animated universe that series started, like the Superman show and Static Shock and like Justice League and all that stuff?
Not as much, right? Like I watched the Static Shock and Batman a little bit, and a little bit of Batman Beyond and those kind of things, but and Justice League. But like mostly, I was Batman the animated series. I really like. That's truly some of my favorite like Batman stories happen in Batman.
You should really give. Did you ever watch the New Adventures of Batman? As a sequel to the animated series.
So is that like
That had Nightwing and like Tim Drake, Robin.
No, I never watched that. No.
I think you should. If you like Batman animated series classic, but the other stuff they've done is like as fantastic. Like I think I rewatched Justice League and Justice League Unlimited a couple years ago on HBO Max because all those shows are just there.
Yeah.
And I hadn't seen it in its entirety since pretty much when it aired, like in 2003 or whatever. And those shows, much like the animated series, still hold up very well. I'm like, oh yeah, this is just awesome. Like this is some of the best superhero stuff, at least in like animation. Like the Justice League is such a good show, and there's so many great episodes in there. And they do there's some good stuff that they do with Batman and that. It's pretty cool.
I will say, I think I am more truly, genuinely focused on Batman. Like, I like Gotham City. You know, I like how Batman's still somewhat grounded. You know, there's not a lot of super heroes. You know, like even his biggest villains are all just kind of dudes.
It's like this guy's just really good at crime.
Yeah, you know, or like I think I'm into that more than like Superman showing up and aliens, you know, and stuff like that. But,
sure, Justice League obviously because it's multiple heroes. It's like the full spectrum of like this is just a guy, and then this is like an alien, and this is like a magic person.
This guy can see into the future,
right?
You know, that kind of thing.
Time travel. I would say one of the best episodes of I think it's Superman the animated series is when. Because they had a whole special where him and Batman met for the first time, which I remember as a kid loving.
Like a straight DVD movie, I think.
Yeah, and so from like that point on in the animated continuity, they were like, you know, they knew each other obviously.
They're buds. Yeah.
And there's an episode of Superman show where Batman gets like injured, and Superman has to pretend to be Batman while he's gone because they don't want Gotham to like find out. So like Robin has to teach him how to be Batman, and it's such a funny episode because you know Superman's a nice guy, right?
Yeah.
And he has to try to figure out like how do I like channel Batman's like sternness.
Yeah.
But he can also imitate Bruce's voice perfectly, and they use like they like wave it away as like, oh, Kryptonian vocal cords. I can just copy people. So it's just Kevin Conroy.
Like do the voice.
Yeah, it's so weird.
That was like some kind of contract thing. Conroy's like, no one else can be Batman. I'm Batman.
Get Superman out of here. There's a great bit where they meet up with Commissioner Gordon, and he's trying to brief them about like, oh, you know, Bane's out of prison, and Superman doesn't know anything about Batman's villains, but he has to pretend to, where he gives him a photo of Bane, and like Gordon's like, oh, look familiar, and Superman's just like staring at it, like thinking, and then Robin has to like whisper like, it's Bane, and he's like, ah, yes, Bane.
That does sound pretty good, actually.
It's a great, and also just seeing Superman deal with Batman's villains and just wipe the floor with them. But then he has to pretend to hold back too because he doesn't want to give him away. But at the same time, he's taking all this abuse. But they're like, how the hell is he not dead? I love that. I need to rewatch that. It's a good one. What is this? What is blue? Is that what your question was?
This blue gun icon over here that I press square.
Oh, I think that's a weapon, like a new gun. Like if you pick it up, you'll get a new.
Oh, I like I can unlock it.
A new weapon in your inventory. Yeah. Can't think. I keep forgetting I have grenades, and because I just got them relatively recently, and I've not been using them, and I feel like I should be.
So they give them to you in the tutorial and take them away?
Yeah, you have to earn them. Because I thought that too. I thought they were just part of your arsenal, but then I realized I didn't have them, and there's a whole mission where you get grenades. So we're Enemies are capturing. Oh, we're doing. I think I somewhat misunderstood what we were doing. We're trying to stop enemies from capturing points. It's like that multiplayer objective where you're guarding the points.
Right.
You know the one.
You know the one.
So we succeeded, I hope. I think I did.
Happy hack, we call her.
Lex stalk. What a weird. What?
All right.
Dude, we stalked the Lex.
So it's showing me Harley Quinn on my screen right now too.
Because I did the best. Like the winner,
okay.
the best performer gets that little thing.
Gotcha. Okay, because I thought it was like, oh, maybe I
I was already the boss.
because
but
I
now it's the
picked
first
Harley at the beginning, sort of, but then switched over. I don't know.
Yeah, it was close though. I wasn't. It was only what, like 30 points ahead of you.
That's very polite of you to say.
I mean, I didn't say that. That's just what the game's. That's just numbers, Kyle. It's just objectively you did really good.
Level up.
Hey, I got a new minigun and a Wayne Tech firmware update. You know, it's exciting. Which is basically I think this is your traversal attack mod, which I don't think you've unlocked traversal attacks yet, or did you? That's like your aerial finishing move.
Yeah, I don't think I've gotten into any of that yet.
Okay.
I guess I'm ready. You want to do maybe like one more thing?
Should we try Green Lantern again? You want to? Now that we're a better team.
Now that we've worked
in the last hour, we've become significantly better than we were before.
Yeah. Well, I started playing as a character I knew how to play. That helped a lot.
The invaders can freeze and burn and electrocute and all sorts of things.
Ivy's all up in our comms.
Don't you want that power too? Hmm? Bring me those soldiers and I can keep working on it. And save them. If I have to.
Alright. Did you mark the map? Is that what's going on there?
Oh, I didn't. It just automatically did.
Oh, that's the next story mission. Okay.
Yeah. Ice to meet you. Oh, is that a Mr. Freeze thing, you think?
Maybe. It is interesting, like...
But seriously, no, not yet.
Oh, okay. So we aren't ready for Green Lantern, because I click it, and Harley's like, absolutely not, basically. Like, what are you thinking? We can't handle him. Which they do, they build him up, because you run into him a few times and just get bodied by him.
Yeah.
And then it's funny, because every time, like, you survive him a few times, and you'll go back to the Hall of Justice, and, like, everyone's surprised that you didn't get murdered by him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like, one guy's like, I flat out refuse to believe that you survived an encounter with Green Lantern. I think it's BS. It's fake news. Yeah, they do a good job of making the Justice League kind of feel scary. I guess it's like like Amanda Waller's fear has always been like, what if the Justice League goes rogue? Because if they wanted to, they could probably take over the planet pretty easily.
Yeah.
And so like, it's almost like this game is sort of like her nightmare vision of like, yeah, if Green Lantern and Superman and Batman stopped holding back and just wanted to terrorize people, like they would be very hard to stop.
Yeah. Yeah, it's an interesting premise.
Oh, okay.
And it is like, it really does give you access to so much of the DC world. I mean, for so many years, it was like, Rocksteady, you know, rumors, Rocksteady's working on a Superman game. It's like, we want them to explore other facets of DC, and it's like, and when we all kind of like, were like, huh, Suicide Squad? When that was announced? But now that I'm playing the game, I'm like, this is giving you all those characters, you know? Like, you're meeting Superman and, like, all these, you know, other DC characters.
And that's what I'm liking about the game. Like, we keep saying that the story and the character stuff and the writing is what's keeping us mostly. Because it is that fantasy of like, yeah, let's see what Rocksteady can do with the broader DC universe because of how good they've, you know, been to Batman. And like, you know, I've enjoyed their interpretations of like the other ones yet. Like, again, the Hall of Justice and how, like, the cheesiness of it and just seeing the weird interactive exhibits and seeing Superman as being so wholesome and stuff. Yeah. It's like, and I like that they're building it up because we've not seen Superman yet at all. Like, it seems like they're really building him up as like, when you see him, like, it's gonna go down. Yeah, like it's gonna be a game changer.
Done right, you know. I mean, a lot of popular comic superhero media right now is so focused on imagining Superman as a bad guy. Like, that's like the whole premise, you know, the boys and stuff like that.
Yeah, which I will say I'm honestly kind of like over at this point because we have got like between like Injustice Superman and
Invincible.
Yeah, even like Omni-Man to like a different degree, but it's like in the same wheelhouse, you know.
Yeah, it's the same basic. Like, what if the world's strongest, greatest hero was the bad guy? Like, what would that mean? You know, and but it is, yeah, it is getting used quite a bit. You know.
And like honestly, rewatching the Justice League show reminded me, like, you know, I know Batman versus Superman is like the ultimate like edgelord like conflict, but I much rather see them work together because I think they're more interesting as friends than as enemies because they're so different. It's like, well,
yeah,
there's
like,
of course they would fight. It's more interesting to see them work together and have to put up with each other.
Yeah, they respect each other, but it's like I respectfully disagree is like their whole dynamic, right?
Exactly. And then when they do find that common ground, it's like cool. Like, and the Justice League show has a lot of that, of those two having things together and then finding that common ground, and then their dynamic is so much more fun when they're friendly than even when they're like arguing with each other. It's like I don't want to see them punch each other in the face.
Right.
So it kind of made me like miss like Boy Scout Superman more. I was like, we've got so much edgelord evil Superman. I kind of do. I think I'm now more, and maybe because of the state of the world, it's like, you know what? I kind of just want like nice guy Boy Scout Superman who's just like a really nice person.
We've filled up on jaded sort of like, you know.
Yeah, like cynical Superman. Like, just give me the guy that's supposed to be like, he had a good upbringing with his cool farm parents, and he's just trying to do the right thing.
Yeah.
Oh, we're supposed to be. If you go to his objectives, you gotta collect. You haven't done this yet, but you gotta collect the Rick Flag's soldiers with this shrinking device that you get from. I forgot which supervillain he got it from, but basically you gotta open your door. You like clear the enemies around the letters, and then you open the door to shrink the soldiers so that you can bring them back to Rick Flag at the bus.
At the battle bus.
Yeah, I did this already before. Like I said, it's one of the sort of recurring mission types, which that is the thing that worries me about this game, is like, okay, how many times am I gonna have to do this throughout the... This is only the second time I've done it, and it's been a little bit of a while, so it's not like egregious yet, but you can't help but wonder, like, am I gonna be doing this like 15 more times, or...
Is this who I am now?
Is this all I'm meant to be? Oh, actually, I need to...
I'm at C. Where are you? I'm trying to... There's a couple guys.
I was at C, but then I think I have to... I already have a soldier, like, banked, so I think I have to bring it to Rick first before I can get another one. Like, I think it only holds one at a time. Alright, so just drop it up. Yeah, are you heading to C?
Yeah, I'll head over.
There's also another audio log thing there. Kind of want...
So I'm at C.
Oh no!
Died.
Oh, we were too late. Kyle, what happened?
I don't know.
You were supposed to be at the...
I was the second I walked up to it, I stand on the marker and it was like civilian died. I was like,
oh, you didn't get there fast enough. We need perfection, Kyle.
Sorry, Amanda.
Please don't blow my head up. Let's see. Now,
every day.
I think we lost two actually.
I'm getting shot at.
I'm seeing X's.
Icons.
I see enemies.
Yeah.
Maybe just kill who's left, and maybe it'll be like Rick Flag will yell at us for letting two of his people die.
Sorry, Rick. We really tried.
All right. Speaking of, now that I have been ranting about how much I am ready for more Boy Scout Superman, I need to watch that new Superman animated series that everyone says is really good.
Oh, the one that's like an anime?
Yeah, I've heard people say it's really good. I keep meaning to watch it.
I know he has like a Sailor Moon style transformation.
What?
In it. Yeah. Like,
okay, that makes me want to watch it more. I didn't know that.
I know, same. Like that, I was like, okay, yes, please, that sounds great. Like,
okay.
I'm not a parody. Like, you know what I mean? I think it's just like it's
I'm down, by the
Japanese
way.
animation studio. They're like, yeah, when he transforms into Superman, it's cool as hell. You know, that's what we do over here.
Oh, I'm down if you can help.
Take a sight at me. I must escape.
I will.
Actually, King Shark, he might get me.
The NPC helped.
Well, he's nearby. I don't know. He's not helping because he's tied up with a tank. So I don't know if I don't know if he can make it. So you might still have to.
I'm trying to like how close are you to death here? Where are you?
I don't know if there's like a meter. I don't see like a countdown or anything. Oh, King Shark's right next to me, but he's too busy fighting this tank. So.
Tank's getting a lock on me. Need to keep mobile.
Oh wait, I have 18 seconds. Okay, now I see the countdown. Thank you. Oh, that civilian's about to die at D. I'm close. Get me! Get it! Okay, oh god, I literally saved him like the last possible second. He was about to die.
He revives me. Okay, I was trying to take out the tank. I got some of its purple dots.
Oh, you're dead? Like, I'm coming.
That lady hasn't sung yet, TFX. I need the rest of my team.
Thank you.
No problem.
TFX, get to that survivor fast. Enemies not far behind.
What is the cooldown on that ability that like where you press R1 when it's
Oh shit! I just got. Damn, I'm down. Something just knocked the crap out of me from behind. Just like smacked me upside the head, and now I'm down again.
Okay, wait. I see. All right, E.
Help me, friends. King Shark, you're right there. Yeah.
Right,
King Shark should be able to get me, but people are shooting at him, so he's distracted.
He's kind of dumb. That's his.
And he's an idiot. Yes, canonically not smart. That shark. Sharks in general, not smart creatures. Turns out they're not known for. Not known for their algebra skills or.
I should watch that new Aquaman movie.
I haven't seen them yet. I like the first one. I think
the first one's pretty fun.
Yeah, it's one of the better DC movies. I haven't really heard much about the second one. Chat, has anyone seen Aquaman 2? And if so, thumbs up, thumbs down.
It's available to stream. Like you could, it's not on HBO Max, but you can like pay,
money
to like watch it, which I don't mind doing if it's a movie I'm excited for. But
I kind of forget that it felt like it kind of came and went, didn't it? Is it just me?
I don't think they knew what to do with it because they were like...
It was like December, which is always a weird month for movies.
Because the original was like a massive hit. Like, people forget how big a hit that first one was. And like, but I think people, like, were that Snyder, focused version of DC is like, which is that Aquaman sort of still exists under. It's like, yeah, we're kind of done with that, like, we're moving on to other things, and DC was kind of like, well, we have this whole-ass movie we made.
This is kind of awkward. Because, like, now whatever happens in a movie is, like, it means nothing, because there will never be any follow-up to it. So that's the last one, right?
I mean, unless James Gunn has some weird trick up his sleeve.
Alright, got another civilian. And then there's one more right up here, too.
Oh, gosh. Shoot people's legs.
Can you shoot the helicopter? Okay. Oh, can you get that? Can you get F? I can't get it because I already have a person. I have to empty.
I'm laughing because as you're like, oh, can you get F? I had just jumped off the building. Like, dropped to the ground.
I mean, I'm coming back up because I just deposited him, but if you're already up there. Yeah, it's a bad feature for helicopter. Oh wait, I got him.
Yeah, they had those in Half-Life too.
Let's see, where's your battle bus? I'm just calling it a battle bus because that's kind of what it looks like.
I mean, it's a flying bus.
Yeah. Don't see those often.
For it. Unless you play a lot of Fortnite, then you see them every day.
That is true. Rexamillion saying I saw it, referring to Aquaman 2. It was entertaining, some good action and humor. Changelini says also that they did Aquaman 2 makes me want to be a tourist in Aqua World.
Aqua World.
Is it Atlantis? I guess we call it. Oh, I'm number one again. Kyle, you gotta step your game up.
You're a higher level than me. You've played more than me.
Is that the excuse?
Yep. It's an excuse. Was I at least second? Okay.
You were second. I mean, you'd have to be pretty bad to for the bots to be.
I know. Yeah, the NPCs don't really.
Let's see. What's the special delivery here? So it seems like from what I can gather from playing the other missions, is like you got the big stories, or like there's story stuff, but then there's like the big stuff, like the Ivy thing that I just did, or we just did, and then there's sort of the in between story stuff, like this Rick Flag thing, where it's like, oh, I've already done this thing, but it's like, well, we have to fill this with something before we get you to like the next big milestone. You know if that makes sense?
Yeah, like the big question that remains for you and me, right, is as you talk about the
But polygamy is
the
illegal in
pace.
this state.
Like what is this game gonna feel redundant? Is it gonna be repetitive? Is the story reward enough for doing the same missions over and over? Do they feel different enough by putting you in different locations of this big open world? I don't know. Like, those are the questions that still remain.
Yeah, yeah. The pacing is the thing I worry about. Where it's just kind of like, I'm sorry, I see a Riddler thing. Where you're like, how many of those like repeat missions am I gonna have to do? What is this? This is I've never done this Riddler challenge. What do they ask? Oh, is it rings? Okay, it's rings. Okay. Whatever you're doing, I'm swinging through Riddler rings.
I understand.
Because you got it. There's also a riddle nearby, but that requires stopping and staring at things a lot. And that's probably boring for everyone to watch. Like, is this what he's talking to? Should I highlight this screenshot of the map to answer his weird riddle?
So the riddles are not puzzles, huh?
They're both. Like, they do have they have straight up the Arkham puzzles where it's like, here's a vague riddle, look for the thing in the environment that is, the answer, and then you do the thing where you hit, like, up on the D-pad and scan it, and then it's like, hey, that's what, you looked at the right thing. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, that is in here.
Those were not my favorite what are they called? Riddler puzzles.
Really? Those were like the most pure like riddle. So, like, yeah.
Well, I like the ones that are like environmental puzzles. Like you had to like move a little marble like through.
So like you want like the physical challenges.
Yes, like the
not the actual riddle.
A little bit closer to Zelda, right? Like that's the kind of stuff I like, which I'm guessing we're not going to see any of here.
I don't know. Like, I've seen the rings ones, I've seen the traditional ones, there's the Riddler trophies, there's other ones I just haven't interacted with, because it wasn't that long ago that the Riddler showed up. It's weird, you have a Riddler logo next to your screen name. I don't know what that means.
It means, I guess, it's...
But yeah, you see
the Riddler trophy, I guess, because I'm, like, trying to get through the rings. I don't know why I failed.
Did you do the one I just finished?
Yeah, I think so, which is weird. I don't know why I failed.
Oh, I just realized you can ping. There's a ping system.
Yeah, how do you do that?
Up on the D-pad, just like point at something. Okay, that's good to know. You can ping.
That seems necessary for multiplayer games these days.
Yeah, you don't want to talk to people. You want to hear their little voices.
Their little voices.
You know the ones, those little voices. God, I have a talent point to spend on something.
There we go. I don't know why I failed that last time. Like, I'm wondering if it was to the point of a bug.
Booster Gold has his own building?
Booster Gold, that sounds familiar.
He's if you watched, so he's a DC superhero, like a space guy. I mostly know him from the Justice League show where they kind of paint him as like a arrogant idiot.
Oh,
like,
my favorite type of character.
Yeah, like you probably like he's like this very like up his own butt, like I'm the best superhero. Like they did a whole episode of Justice League where he's trying to prove himself, or he's like, I don't understand why I'm not like, going on the big missions with like the main guys,
Yeah.
And Batman in particular keeps giving him a bunch of crap. But then he kind of like finds himself because he's like a celebrity. I think he's from the future, from what I remember, and he's like a celebrity in the future, so he's kind of used to being treated that way. Yeah, and then Batman's like not standing for that. Like I don't like that attitude. But yeah, look at it. He's got his own little spot. Latcher's Orange asking, "Are you killing the Justice League yet?" We could kill Green Lantern, but Green Lantern's hard.
Yeah.
Which I guess makes sense because he's Green Lantern.
We cut off the Flash's finger at some point.
He did.
It's kind of a weird thing.
And by we, I mean it happened in the cutscene. But
yeah,
it
was Captain Boomerang.
Yeah, Captain Boomerang.
Well, yeah.
Character of the year.
Character of the year. Well, yeah, dork, an early contender for dork of the year. I feel like we'll see. We'll see what happens with the rest of the year. But yeah, Marcus, what do you think? Should we wind down here? We'll be doing covering the PlayStation stream here in about an hour. So
yeah, that's coming up. So yeah, this is Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. If you see as things flying around and exploding, I don't know what's happening right now.
A game that I think you and I still don't really have an established opinion about. Honestly,
yeah, kinda.
I liked parts of it. I worried about other parts of it, but
I think I can confidently say, and we said this on the GI show and kind of laughed about it, it's infinitely more fun than Marvel's Avengers ever was. I know that bar isn't the highest, but like, that was also the benchmark. Like, can it at least be better than that? And I can say, without any reservations whatsoever, I would infinitely rather play this more than another second of Marvel's Avengers. Like, it's like the world is more interesting, the gameplay's better, the writing and the storytelling's better. Like, there are things that I like about the game, and like I said, the story stuff that even you guys have seen, and the writing and the cutscenes, when you get to like the best stuff that Rocksteady does with superheroes, like that's all here in this game. I love the little references. There's stuff that's happened before this that you guys haven't seen with like Batman that is like really neat.
Yeah, there's a fun Batman.
As he gets shot to death. And I'm curious. I want to see more of that. Like, I think you and I are both kind of committed to finishing it because we're both so into the Arkham games that we want to see where this story goes.
Yeah, like I've played all the Arkham games, and I was just thinking about this, all the DLC too, like all the story DLCs for Arkham and stuff. I've played all those.
Yeah, so you're
kind of. I am invested in the Arkham fiction that Rocksteady has established, but. I don't know. It's certainly there. I think there was a fear of it being like everyone's like, this is a disaster.
I don't think it's that.
It's not that. No,
I've played games that were actual disasters, and so far this is not that. Like, you could say
Rocksteady is a very good developer, and this is a reminder of that. It's just I don't know if all the pieces are ultimately appealing. Is kind of like what it comes down to, I think.
Yeah, it's like the style of game. Is that what you want from, like, a big superhero team-up game? Do you want it to be a live service, loot shooter kind of thing? And, like, you know, if you play it single player, then it feels a lot less like that, you know?
Yeah.
Or, I mean, I think it's fun to play with someone you know. Like, I absolutely would never play this game with strangers. I would play with, like, you or people I know. But, like, playing it as a single-player thing is completely viable. The AI is competent enough to where it feels like they're at least decently pulling their weight, you know?
As I die on the street and Captain Boomerang refuses to bring me back to life.
Well, also, you know what the narrative could be is that they all actively hate each other. So maybe, like, they are constantly almost like wishing death upon each other. So maybe it makes sense that they're not rushing to your aid.
Also, I read it more as a mechanical decision rather than like AI is stupid. It's like no, we have it set up. That's not how we want you to be successful. As AI just saves you all the time, right?
Yeah, I actually have not died yet. Single player.
That's just a mechanical choice that Rocksteady made, I think.
Yeah, and I haven't died yet in the single player. Like, the first time I've seen death is playing with you. So I didn't. I
kept starting missions while you were trying to do something.
Exactly. So I haven't even had a chance to see like how well the AI responds to like your peril until now, which is funny. But yeah, I think, like I said, like I'm not getting complete disaster from this game, like, really at all. The worst stuff I've seen is like, okay, maybe this is kind of repetitive, maybe this isn't the most inspired gameplay. I hope that they have other ideas besides doing the same sort of objectives, which again, we're still like relatively early in the game. We've only played like, at least up to my point, probably like 3 hours. And the game seems long because they've built up Green Lantern, and he's only the first Justice League person you get to fight. I've not even hinted at confronting the other League members yet, so that suggests to me that this game's it's gonna be a journey.
Yeah, it feels like it.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm gonna keep playing it. It is fun in like a arcadey dumb way. Hopefully it gets better, or at least maintains that. We'll see. You know, we'll be talking about this on podcasts and stuff. We'll probably stream it again too. Who knows? And you know,
Matt Miller is writing the review for Game Informer, so he'll have that at some point soon.
Yeah, So, you know, look out for our review. But, yeah, comes out tomorrow officially, I guess. It's out now for some people, but the actual launch is tomorrow. So, you know, you guys can decide for yourself pretty soon if you decide to pick it up in general. But thanks, Kyle. And thanks for watching, guys. And we'll be back Friday. Yeah, for Super Replay, Majora's Mask. Yes, exactly. And enjoy the PlayStation thing. See you later, guys. Bye.
See ya.